Today I would like to talk to you about something very important. People who are at the crossroads of their life. I'm going to tell you about a few people. There are two who say no. One says yes. And the last one is under consideration. The first one we hear about is a young man in today's gospel. A wealthy man, a good man. He was offered something. He kept the commandments, he did what he should have done. And then Jesus asked him to do something a little bit more in his life. Whoso would you have? Come, be my disciple. The poor man, poor in another sense, was like the wind was knocked out of him. Because wealth was very important to him. And so what happened is, here he was at the crossroads of his life, and he said no. There's another gentleman. Got me a couple notes here. This man lived about 2,000 years after this young man we heard in today's gospel. I'm sure many of you know who he is. His name is Sir Kenneth Clark. He had a series on PBS for some time called Civilization. And he considered himself a sacred or secular humanist. But one day he was sitting in a church, and some spiritual thing happened to him, overtook him. And he couldn't totally understand it. And then he thought, gee, if I say yes, what are my friends and what are my associates and other people going to think of me? So he said no. No. Then we come across the third person. Now this person is another man. He was an atheist. Called himself an atheist. Didn't believe in God. None of that. Didn't want any part of it. But when he was in college, he was having experiences of someone opening a door and then slamming it shut. And there was something beyond that door. And this happened time and time again. Until one day, the door was open. And this person stood there. And he looked at this person. And he knelt down and prayed. He said yes. He said yes. His name was C.S. Lewis. Now I mentioned to you about three people. The fourth one, still undecided. Fourth one may be at the crossroads of your life. Now we know the first two said no, the third one said yes. But the last one is under consideration. And the one who is under consideration is you. Is you and me. We're at the crossroads of our life. When we have an opportunity of saying yes to Jesus every single day of our lives. Not turn our back, not walk away, but say yes. Think for a few moments. Many of you who are working, and a lot of you who go to school, there are a number of people here who go to school or college. Every day you go to school and college, and you know, it's like a drudgery. Oh my God, I gotta go through this again. And, you know, you do this day after day. But did you ever stop and think for a few moments, maybe Jesus wants you there? Because you can bring Christ into that place. That's what all of us have the power to do. So no matter whether it's a factory or wherever else you might be, Jesus wants you there. Because you can be his instrument and making him present among all the people that you work with. Did you ever think about that? When you think about love, life and drudgery and all this other stuff that goes with it? Because every time we do that, my brothers and sisters, we are at the crossroads of our lives. We are making a decision to say yes to Jesus. And he may ask a little bit more of you and me. Would we say yes? Will we respond to that call? I cannot answer that for you. That's your decision. But I pray and hope that we all make that decision by being positive. Because the Scripture tells us this invitation is extended to us time and time again. And we may have it under consideration. But do you know what the gospel says? Don't wait too long.